Hi dear friends, today we are going to discuss about Factories Act 1948. So Factories Act 1948, this is the act which used to safeguard the workers. Now let us see in detail what is Factory Act. So initiation. In Great Britain, the second half of the 18th century, there was a rapid growth of industrial towns and factories. As it was started without planning, they employed the women as well as their children in factories who needed to work for more than 12 hours a day. Some of the employees took initiative to implement labor legislations. Factories Act came into existence in 1819. After some modifications, the final amendment of Factories Act took place in 1948. That's why this amendment here is used in Factories Act. So it is Factories Act 1948. So it mainly safeguard the workers. So it fixed the limit for working. It also help who is adult, who is minor, and who is responsible to work where, and what are the facilities that they required, the workers required within the factory. So all this covers in this Factories Act. So let us look in detail Factories Act on India. So in India, the first Factories Act was passed in 1881. This act was basically designed to protect children and to provide few measures for health and safety of the workers. So this law was applicable to only those factories which employed 100 or more workers. In 1891, another Factory Act was passed which extended to the factories employ 50 or more workers. Now let us look what the Factories Act includes. So Factories Act mainly includes the different provisions regarding health, safety, welfare, working hours of adult, annual leave with wages. So these are certain points. Now let us look definitions. So factory. Factory is defined in section 2 of the Act. It means any premises including the preexisting thereof whereon 10 or more workers are working, or where working on any day of the preceding 12 months, and in any part of which a manufacturing process is being carried on with the aid of power or is ordinarily so carried on. So this is factory. Another one, whereon 20 or more workers are working, or where working on any day of the preceding 12 months, in any part of which a manufacturing process is being carried on without the aid of power. So for 10 power is workers, power is there, and for 20 workers if power is not there, we can call it as a factory. But does not include a mine subject to the operation of this mining. For this it have the Mining Act 1952. Or a mobile unit belongs to a armed forces, to the union, a railway running shed, or a hotel, restaurants, or eating place. So Factories Act generally useful where the workers are 10 or where the workers are 20. For 10 workers or 10 or more workers, if the power is there, we can call it as a factory. And for 20 or more workers, if power is not there, we can call it as a factory. Now other definition is also there. So manufacturing process means any process for making, altering, repairing, ornamenting, finishing, packing, oiling, washing, cleaning, breaking up, demolishing, or otherwise treating or adapting any article or substance with a view to its use, sale, transport, delivery, or disposal. So these all activities are combinedly or in a single way also called as a manufacturing process. So in Factories Act, all these definitions are included. Now let us look for definition of day. Day means a period of 24 hours beginning at midnight. Week, it means a period of 7 days beginning at the midnight on Saturday night. Calendar year means the period of 12 months beginning with the first day of January in any year. Power means electrical energy or any other form of energy which is mechanically transmitted and is not generated by human or animal agency. Prime mover means any engine, motor or other appliance which generates or otherwise provides power. So these are the definitions that are included. Those definitions are included in Factories Act 1948. Now what is the objective of this Factory Act? So the main objective of Factory Act 1948 is to ensure adequate safety measures and to promote the health and safety and welfare of the workers employed in factories. So already I told you that Factory Act provide safeguard to the employees. The act also makes provisions regarding employment of women and young person, including children and adolescent, annual leave with wages, etc. So this is the main objective of the Factories Act 1948. Now here are some provisions regarding health in the factory premises. First one is cleanliness, then disposal of waste and effluents, ventilation and temperature, dust and fumes, artificial humidification, overcrowding, lighting, drinking water, latrines and urinals, spittoons. So these are the provisions we required, the workers, employees required regarding health. Now there are certain provisions regarding safety inside the factory. So fencing of machinery, work on or near machinery in motion, employment of young person on dangerous machines, striking gear and devices for cutting of power, self-acting machines, casing of new machinery, prohibition of employment of women and children near cotton openers, hoist, lifts, lifting machines and others, then revolving machinery, pressure plant. So all these are the different equipments present in the industry, and as per Factory Act there should be a necessary provisions the employer should provide regarding safety of the worker. Also some provisions regarding floors, stairs and means and or access, pits, sumps, opening in floors and others, then excessive weight, then protection of eyes, PPEs must there, precautions regarding use of portable electric light, explosive or inflammable dust gas, precautions in case of fire, specifications of defective parts or test of stability, then safety of buildings and machines, then safety officers. So all these are the provisions. Now there are the provisions regarding welfare of workers that are included in the Factories Act 1948. The provisions such as washing facilities, facilities for storing and drying clothes, facilities for sitting, first aid facilities, canteens, shelters, restroom and lunch room, creches, welfare officers. So these are the facilities regarding welfare. Now there are certain definitions regarding different processes. Now hazardous process. So provision regarding hazardous process were instructed in the Act under a new chapter by the Factories Amendment Act 1987. So this Act instructed two new schedules. So listing the industries involving hazardous processes and relating to permissible levels of certain chemical substances in work environment. So provisions regarding hazardous processes are also included in Factories Act in detail. Then working hours of adults. So weekly hours of working not more than 48 hours. Weekly holidays, at least one holiday in week, substitute holidays, compensatory holidays, then daily hours must be less than 9 hours, then interval for rest at least half an hour, then spread over night shifts. So all these are included in this Factories Act 1948. Then provision of overlapping shift, not more than 2 continuous shift for a single employee. Extra wages for overtime, wages at the rate of twice at his ordinary rate of wages for overtime, notice of period of work. Then restriction on employment of women and children. So there is restriction for women and children while working in the industry. So they must work between 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. only. Strictly restriction for women for employment between 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. Then employment of women in night shift is permitted only in case of fish currying and fish canning. Then offences also included there. Then penalties if the employer not followed the Factories Act 1948 provisions, then there are some penalties. Those are also mentioned in Factories Act 1948. So these are some overview regarding Factories Act 1948. So thank you for listening.